afraid that that goes away so quickly. So we've got water plant, or we've got our plots going for some. So we've got potatoes, so we can start making some fuel. And then we've got some yucca to start doing some lashings and keep our water stills going. I think the next thing we're looking to do is make a smoker. This guy here, but we need some lashings, so we're kind of just hanging out until we're able to do that. It's my new tiger shark. I left all those at the other. I know it has some other parts. I left them all at the other island. That's actually what I kind of want to do is get a couple more sticks and make a couple more refined spears. Hopefully that means seeing that one respawning. Hopefully that means there will be respawning here soon. I may have just missed it, so could be a couple things. So what we want to make is the refined spear. No, actually I'm not going to do that. Sorry. At this point I don't want to use up the leather. I feel like I'm probably going to need it for other stuff, so. So right now we're just going to kind of try to get some of this stuff organized. So let's get some, looks like some of them may be starting to spawn back, so let's get some food going, and then we'll go take a look, see what we have. So we're going to use up some of our giant crabs.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Once again, I'm still amazed that he's disgusted by that, since he's done it a bunch. Alright, good. Looks like our yucca plants are starting to respawn. Got the one, that one, and this one. It's a really bad spot. Sometimes you just get very unlucky with where it randomly puts things. One island last island I was working on before I started this new game, had a rock inside, basically inside the bush, so as soon as I started breaking into it, I think I ended up getting like one, maybe two rocks out of it, because all the other ones were hidden. So just get unlucky sometimes. Let's see what this other one is. Where am I? There we go. Alright. So what all do I need for this? Got sticks, lashing, and cloth. So we got our cloth. I'm not going to be able to do it till the food's cooked, but let's make us a lashing. So now as soon as our food is cooked, we can get our smoker going. At some point we're going to have to get us a, so you know what, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and as soon as this is done and we get a smoker, we're going to go ahead and make another water still. It's going to get pretty difficult to keep myself hydrated and keep these going with just the one, so we're going to need a cloth, so might as well go ahead and do that. So we've explored the shipwreck here. There's the big ship on the other side that I have not gone to yet, so let's go ahead and get the smoker going. And with the smoker we can go ahead and get us some food going.
Oh, it's disgusting.
So basically what I want to do right now, since we only have the one smoker, is I'm going to make 2 large pieces of food, 2 medium, and 1 small, so it can hold 5. So that'll allow me to, depending on what my, my need is, how hungry I am, or sometimes I may just need to top off my food before I go travel to a different island or something. Um, I'll basically have whatever I need. Let's get started again. Alright. Let's swim around the island, see if we can. Haven't been at this island very long, so I'm not exactly sure where everything is, so it might be hard to spot. The Palm Springs is being dark. But what we're doing right now is waiting for the food. As soon as the food's done, we'll go ahead and sleep for the night. Probably needed both of those. Bats won't attack you or anything, but you can spear them out of the trees and gives you some more food. So we've got a shipwreck there that we'll be taking a look at in the morning. I know when we first came to the island, we saw that one, went by it. I was hoping for a way up on it without having to do anything, but doesn't look like there's anything actually on the deck of it. So, and there's a shark hanging out there, so we'll wait till we can defend ourselves before we head back over there. throw that up there so we have it. So one of the things we're going to need, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one, is a coconut. Need to make that. I guess I should have just cut one of the trees in. There's some really strange physics with this round. Just carry it. Keep everything together. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to do it just yet. So we're going to need to do another lashing, which I don't have right now, so I would head back to our other island, but we pretty much stripped it. So we're on day 7, so we stripped it today. So I'm not really going to get anything. It's pretty much just going to have to wait. So these plants here, you can combine those with the coconut flask and you make antidote. So once we get some more planter boxes, we'll plant a couple of them just so we don't have to be quite as careful as we go. Be able to pretty much make as many antidotes as we possibly need. So, like I said, I try to stay. Been trying to play it as I would think I would in real life, since it is a kind of how it's supposed to be played. So, so there's a lot of, you can do custom islands and stuff on here. I guess while we're waiting, I'll just kind of discuss this a little bit. But so you can make your own islands, and so you can put your own shipwrecks and other things on the islands and stuff that you want. So you can just overload it with, like, say you want to do a bunch of planter boxes, you can do tons of corrugated steel or corrugated scraps. So you go to your island and now you just left that custom island with enough to do 15 planter boxes. So I feel like it's not very. So that's the noise it makes for it smoked. So first it'll cook it. Once it's cooked, it'll go through another cooking cycle and then it'll be smoked. So now I can actually just take these off and put them in a box somewhere and I'll have them forever. So but yeah, so with being able to do that, I'm not a big fan of that, because you can just, it's almost like cheating for me, since you can pretty much overload with supplies and stuff that you need. It's not really a survival game at that point. It's more of just a kind of an adventure game. So and try not to go that route. So 3 planks. I've got 1 corrugated scrap. So the big things I try to hang on to the planks for is to make, you can make these container shelves, which are very useful inside your, once you start building shelter and stuff like that. Makes it nice to put them all together and then start using your label maker to label them all out. It's a really good way to keep everything organized. So, you know, if I need a, let's say, a fuel part, I've got a box that's got 7 in them, so I can just, I know if I need to make something, I just go there and get it. So a lot of times what I'll do is, like, if I have a box that's labeled for, like, I say lashings or something, so you'd be able to put 12 in a box. So as soon as I hit the 12, I start keeping the other lashings out somewhere else. Like, I'll have them like this out on the beach, and then I try to just use those, and then the ones I have stored, I keep for like an absolute emergency. If oh man, you know, I've got to get here and I need to make a spear or something like that, you know, I know I've got a whole box full of leather straps that I can make a refined spear. So that's how I've been trying to treat it. I just need to hang on to one of these. Hopefully this is finished cooking in a minute. I don't know if they'll let us sleep at this point. Maybe just hang off for a little bit and then I'll just use one of my rations. Fire almost burned out. Let's go ahead and save. Let's try to sleep. Got a good, like, 4 hours of sleep there. Oh, don't need this at the moment. Need that. So what I really need is one more lashing. So I was hoping this guy would respawn soon, which he still may. Alright, now it's getting daylight. Let's see if we can find a few more. So you can see these guys are starting to grow a little bit. There's one hiding kind of in my shelter. Don't know if I can even get that anymore. Well, I definitely was able to hit it, but I do not see where it went. There it is. Alright, 3 more. Oh, rock hidden in there. Let's go through this area, see if there's anything we missed. Alright, I guess it looks like we're waiting till that other one respawns. I think I did it quite a bit later than the other one, so hopefully it'll respawn here pretty soon. So we've got smoked meat now, so we should be good. We've got a nice full. So the leather ones can hold 3 drinks. The like just coconut flask that only holds 1, and then you can also make a like a clay bottle, water bottle, but you need clay and a furnace and stuff for that, which we are a little ways from being able to do that. So just have to make do for the moment with the water bottles. Alright, I guess since we're waiting on that guy, what we'll do is we'll drop these things right here. My 9, but let's grab these spears. Let's go check out that other 2, 4. Feel better now. At some point I need to go see if I can find the one I chucked in the water. No, wait. Actually, what I need to do before that is need to take one of the rations. Yep. Yep, that'll work. Alright, so as we're going around, we'll kind of try to keep an eye out for anything else that looks interesting or useful. So the clay deposits are out in the water, so when I come across one of those, I like to take a look. Show you what one of those looks like. Oh, we're heading for that guy right there. So there's probably no. Hit that. So there's most likely another wreck or 2 out here that we just haven't seen yet. So we'll just drop anchor right here. And there he is. It's actually a really bad spot for that because that sun is right on my face. We do have a couple barrels. Depending on what kind of stuff we get on some of these islands, what I may end up doing is making 2 rafts. So before I just had a really large raft and it had I could probably hold like 15 or 20 um, crates on it. So when I went to an island, I could get a lot of goods. Um, I'm gonna try to spin around here a little bit. Let the current take us. We've got some tires there, so that'd be handy. Got some barrels. Might be much easier to take care of the shark from up here. Alright, so we've got a wreck there. Actually, kind of looks like there's, besides tires and barrels, there's not a whole lot on this. That is very unfortunate. So as soon as we get this shark, as soon as we get this shark taken care of, we will head in for a better look. But I'm disappointed if there's not at least a single crate on there. Alright, shark. It's very strange that I hit him once and I've not seen him again. There it is. It was just a matter of time. So that's a situation where I very easily could have just jumped out in the water and started searching, but a little bit of patience, and now I hopefully will be able to take care of him without having to deal with a shark at all. Maybe. I wonder if it's an issue with the boat is kind of despawning him a little bit. So what we're going to do is we'll head over to the shipwreck. And hopefully that'll give us a little bit more room. Well, I can see from here that our Ep3 has repopulated, so what I may do is just, the shark's acting kind of weird. We may go ahead and finish up what we're planning on doing, and then we will come back out to this. I don't have a whole lot of hope for the larger wreck. It does not look very promising. Hopefully I'm wrong. Yeah, we got a few of them respawned. So that'll be enough for what we want to do. Alright, let's make us another water still. Right next to the other one. Let's do. See if I go there. What we're going to do is go cut down another tree. If I can remember where I put it. There it is. I'm really bad for forgetting where I leave things. Let's go ahead and take out another palm tree so we can do some more. We'll use the palm fronds for now, so we can fill up our water. Let's see if we miss any more on the way over. Okay. Alright, so let's go with these and fill these up. That's full. Alright, so it's definitely much easier to keep them full than it is to get them full. So hopefully now that we've got them filled. Sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully now that we have them filled, it won't be too hard to keep them good. Take a drink ourselves. Let's go find some shade. I think what we'll want to probably start doing next is maybe start putting together a little bit of shelter. That way we can, it makes it a little easier to hide from the sun when we need to. If we go back to the shipwrecks, though, we'll be underwater anyways, so why don't we just do that? Oh wow, didn't even see that one. Nice thing is you can spin it around. Oh wow, I think he was coming after me. Make sure we're back out there so. And try to stay kind of close to the land. We should be close enough to the shipwreck to get him to come back. Hopefully. Fortunately, if he doesn't come back soon, it's going to get a little too dark for us. Actually, it may even already be too dark to go down and search this wreck. And if it's like the last shark, I had a couple of spears in him, and when I checked on them the next day, they were all gone, so I don't know if they heal up overnight or what's going on, but alright, so there he is. Let's hopefully not have to deal with that. But as you can see with the water, it is already getting tough to see down there. So we're pretty much going to have to let them get right up on us before we can really do anything, because it's hard to see. See there. Kind of thought that was going to miss him, but took a chance anyways. Yep, so unfortunately I think what we're going to have to do is let him. I think he's just going to win this round because it's going to be very hard to see him. I think I'm stuck on a rock or something. Alright, well I've actually never had that happen to me before. I am stuck on something. But most of the time you just kind of bounce around it. You don't really. Alright, I guess since we're going to be here, let's see if we can get lucky. It's so hard to see. Well, that was a lucky shot. This is going to be a very long night. Oh, that's really not good. So I don't even think I have enough to actually kill him now. Nothing like some late night shark hunting in the middle of the water. At least now that I'm getting a couple spears in them. Since the spears actually do stick in him when he is near the surface. You can see the spears. That's really not good. That'd be one. I want to be lucky to even hit him with a spear, and I also don't think it's going to actually kill him. Definitely don't want to waste it. Let's see if we got lucky. We got lucky. Where did we? I don't really know what we're running into. There's nothing out there. Let's go make another spear too, and then just go ahead and take care of him so we don't have to deal with him anymore. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is just drift just far enough out that he comes back. We'll hopefully go ahead and take care of him. See if that's close enough. Kinda, at this point, I just hate to lose the shark, because if all the stuff does despawn off of him, after excellent. As you can see, he still definitely has all the spears in him, which makes it a great deal easier to see him. I believe he is all dead. Let's go ahead and get him to shore. So the good news is we have a little bit more leather now. The boat will be fine right there, so let's get this guy over, drink some water, get all of our spears back, and then you can see they're all over him. Make sure there's nothing. That's unfortunate. Not really anything good in that. Plank is good, but yeah, let's leave our ship there for a minute. We'll go get some water. Definitely need it. These will hopefully be done tomorrow. Potato we can actually so the potato is actually okay if it rots because we put in the thing for making us fuel. So we're making it fuel still, so it doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter if it's rotten. At least I don't believe it is. Hopefully that's not actually the case. But as far as I know, it does not need to be or it's able to be spoiled to still be okay. So let's grab some of these. And I'm hoping that these will keep these full enough. Well, not quite, but so hopefully these will be done tomorrow. So then that'll fill these up. We've got water, we got food, so let's go ahead and take a nap. Save it first. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. Alright, so we should be good to go. It's very unfortunate that I keep running low on spears. I do have a little bit more leather now, but I kind of hate to waste them at the moment. We'll need leather for a few other things, so there shouldn't be anything in here now to really keep me from getting into my boat. So we're going to go here. While we're waiting for the sun to come up, move a little closer to it. So we'll check out this shipwreck. Once we get done with it, should still have some inventory space. We'll head over and hopefully there's something else in there besides barrels and tires. So the barrels we can use for a hobo stove, which is actually, don't know that I actually need, because we'll eventually have 2 if not 3 smokers. So I'd like to have 3 and then just have 1 for each size meat. That makes it the absolute easiest, obviously. But we do want to take a spear down with us. See the moon setting, which means the sun's rising. So we'll still have to wait a few minutes once the sun rises to allow it to get down into the water, so we're able to actually see what we're doing. Because as you can see, even though it's light out, down there it still looks like that as well. So easily come up on a snake or lionfish or something and never even know it. So we'll wait a little bit. See how it looks. It's still pretty dark. I really apologize. Did not expect that. That scared the crap out of me. There's usually a couple containers in these. Clay deposit, that'll be useful. Just knowing that it's in there. I have my pick on me, so I can't really do anything with that yet. It's actually in a sort of bad spot to be able to actually get everything out of it, but rock. Got a pretty strong current at the moment. Let's see if we have lanterns. Nice. So not much else on this level. Oh wow, didn't even see that. So got some tires. Alright, so there's a few things in here, so let's actually actually head to shore and drop some of the stuff off. We'll come back out and finish this guy. This one's actually close enough to shore. What we may do is just park our boat, drop our stuff off, and then just swim back out to it. We really need our... Good. Let's drop one of these off. I'll free up another inventory spot. So there's another clay deposit. That's good. There's another clay deposit. That's good. So we got anything on the lower level? Doesn't appear so. So unfortunately, the tires are not able to kind of hoping I can at least get them up there. Betcha. What's up there? No, let's just... We're already swimming that way. Let's just take him. It's very hard to see with him though. So what I'm hoping I can do is, when I'm ready for the other two tires, I'm hoping I can actually just get up on the boat and toss them almost all the way to shore. So it's not that far. So our boat's good there. Checked out two, we know for some clay is, which is really good. So I think that was pretty successful. Those balloons. Take the lashing, take those. Drop that guy off. Let's drop off all of our spears. We don't need any of those at the moment. I'll free up a bunch of spots. Take those. Get that out of the box. I have plenty of label makers now. Thank goodness. What we have done without that. They're definitely handy when start labeling stuff, but I definitely don't need 3 of them. And we'll probably find a good couple more on the next island. So Just is what it is. Potatoes planted, so let's pick that. So, I don't really think at the moment we're going to be able to do too much with the shelter because we're going to need fibrous leaves so we can make some lashings. We've got enough to let's kind of get a shelter started, but not very much. I think what I want to do is let's get some more leather from this guy. Let's make us a couple more. Let me see how many rocks I have. We're going to make a couple more. Alright. We're back up to 4 fine spears, so that'll be nice. Actually, I'm going to use these to fill up our water, so I'll just drop them over here. Need to fill up our fire, but right now we've got plenty of food, so it's not that big of a deal. I guess that's alright. So where's my refined pick? So I'm trying to decide whether I want to I really could get a fuel. Not necessarily need fuel at the moment though. It's not that big of a necessity. Still over rock, so I guess while we're just kind of hanging out, could try to get a little bit of this, clay. We'll just go ahead and spin it around first. Might as well be safe than sorry. So. This one's really lucky. Don't normally find them that close to shore. Alright, so now we've got a little bit of clay. There's another one right out here. Grab it. Here. there's another one there. Sea snake. Sure, he's not coming this way. I do want to get away from him though. So look at all kinds of unpleasance. Alright, so we know where there's another clay. We don't necessarily need it at the moment, so actually we know where two more clays are. Let's just go ahead and go back to shore. Come out some other point and grab the rest of those tires. I don't know that I'm really going to do a I don't really know that I want to do a much bigger boat because I'm kind of really liking how easy it is to drive. Very maneuverable. We're just going to drop these here. Alright. Put some of this stuff up. Get rid of that. Get tired of having those in my inventory. I don't think I've ever actually. So I believe you can use them to like scare off. Like if you came to an island and there's like a large boar or something, I believe you can use them to scare those off. But I just go ahead and kill them. So that's not that big of a deal. The water like crazy though. What we need to do is go ahead and, since we're going to be starting with doing our shelter here soon anyways, I'm going to need some logs and stuff, so might as well go ahead and chop one down. Just leaving logs at the moment. More versatile with my stuff full, so alright, farming plots look good. Might as well just drink this. Here. Still have some crab meat, still have some sharks. So we're looking, got a good startup going. This is August. Do have 2 lashings, so what we guess what we could do is go ahead and grab our hammer, and that's why the label maker comes in handy. Now that I think about it, I don't know that I need lashings. Nope. Oops. I was thinking we needed lashings for the foundation, but that is the boat foundations that require that. So what we'll do is let's try to figure out where we want to do this. And that's what happens with the players. I don't know if that's what they meant to do. I assume they kind of figured people will shoot them actually up in the air. So let's build this as high as we can make it for now. Can't see which way though. Okay, I like to keep all my planks the same way. Do it, might as well do it right. So we're gonna grab our lantern and just keep on working. Get some of these. I like the looks of the plank steps versus the wood steps. So that's a plank step. You don't necessarily have to take it all the way to full, but let's keep going with our foundations. That one did not scare me, so that was okay. Yeah, the other one was just with being down under the water. I was expecting. There's so many times when I get poisoned or something and don't even see where it's coming from, so I was expecting it to be poisoning or something. We have light, might as well use it. I think that'll pretty much do it for our base. We'll leave it We'll leave the end facing the water kind of open at the moment. I don't know if I want to build it. I may end up going out another row. But for now, let's do just the door frame. I guess that's all we're gonna do for the moment because we just lost our hammer. So you end up finding some much better hammers, but I don't know if I really want to. Actually, I don't have any rocks anyway, so I can't build another one. So that'll be all we're building for now. It's not a bad start. To 2. So yeah, I may go. I'm gonna make it 3 by 3. So that'd be 1, 2, and then there'll be another row here. So I think that'll give us, and then we'll start putting some walls up and get us some walls and a roof. And then we'll probably do a dock that goes out. You can use those for. You can actually build them far enough out that you can do them. You can fish for like sharks and stuff. So I think it's so good on everything. So we're just going to go ahead and our Ep3s are done. So right now I'm just going to cut them down so the respawn time can go ahead and start. Wow. Let's just do this. Get that from happening again. See what else has spawned. Here, probably fairly soon, the crabs will start spawning back. So at some point we'll have to deal with those. But luckily, all that's on, which is again why I like to. There's a rock there. I did not see that. Like I said, it's one of the reasons why I like building on the medium islands instead of the large islands. Yeah, it does give you a little bit less space to work with, but when things start spawning back, I don't have to deal with um, like a large boar plus two snakes and then 2 giant crabs. So it's a lot less headache in the long run. I can easily head over to another island if I need one of those things. So. So 6 and a rock. Let's go ahead and take a nap. Time 10:30. So I will probably play another. I will probably play one more night, one more full day. So we'll get till it's nighttime again, and then that's probably when I'm going to end my stream. And then I will pick it back up tomorrow. Hopefully. Do have work and stuff, so hoping I get to play, but that's never. That's not a full-time streamer. It's definitely not a guarantee that I will, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But I'm actually enjoying. Been streaming now for just a couple days, so it's been fun. I've had a few of my friends stop by and watch me play some stuff, chat with them while I do it, which is always nice. Actually, you know what? I think we're good. I was I was contemplating building another the farming plot and do another yucca tree, but I think we've got 5 on this island now, so I think for the time being that's probably good. Still like to know where that guy is when I. Can't remember if I found the one last time or not. I don't think I did. Just got unfortunate with where I put my shelter, because everything spawns in the same spot, so that'll always spawn right there. So, well, I bet that was it. Let's grab something to eat. Actually, let's grab us. Get some water. Put on those. So you know what I kind of want to do? Yep, I think we're going to do it. So let me drop some of this stuff. Actually, I'll probably take a couple boxes with me. 71%. Don't need those at the moment. Take that. That. Oh, let's take that one, just in case. Alright. What we're going to do is head back to our original island. There are 2 rocks on that I can farm. So we're going to do both of those. And then we're going to get some of the we're going to get both the rocks done, and then we're also going to cut down some of the trees and stuff and bring back some logs with us. I know we may do I don't really know if I want to do a plank station. Well, I can't do that because I need a hammer. I don't know. We'll see what happens after we get back. But the other thing I want to do is grab the large fish meat off of the sharks over here. And then the container shelves and stuff, and I'm pretty full of boxes, so I don't think I'm even going to look at the shipwrecks yet. Much as I would like to get one of the better hammers. I think we're just going to loot the island. We'll head back. So really not going to be able to carry any extra boxes with me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the island looks first, and then go from there. We'll swing by close to this ship and see if we see anything. Good news is it's almost entirely above water. Very easy to get out and take a look at it. So we at least have two. I think this is just a medium island, but my physical. Wow, and this I'm not expecting, man. They get me. Alright, let's hang out on the perimeter first. Can't really tell yet what size island. I think it's just a medium. There shouldn't be any large boards or anything on it. So it's crabs. It's actually kind of nice the way the shipwrecks are on this one. Yeah, so it's definitely a medium-sized island. Alright, let's head back over by our boat. What we're going to do is drop our boxes off. Makes a nice little stack. Let's go gather. Probably go ahead and kill the crabs we come across. So I accidentally run into one again. It's always fun to get the crap scared out of you while you're streaming. Actually, checking out some of these shipwrecks will be fairly easy, since most of them are primarily above ground. Definitely make it much easier. Let's finish these, clearing it, and then get one more. I'm gonna drop everything off. Let's see what else we got on the island. A few rocks. Let's go ahead and cool down. It's always something. Right. This actually would not have been a bad island either to build on. Looks like it's got some kind of like the looks of the shipwrecks around it, but we've obviously already started building, so we're not going to begin again. I'm trying to cool down. We're not going to sit around here all day, so although we'll probably not really mess around with taking out any sharks, we will at least be taking back some medium crab meat, so that'll be nice. A couple rocks on this island. So we'll loot these and then take them back and put them in our containers. Definitely like to take rock back versus sticks and stuff at the moment. Allow us to do some a little bit more things with it. So let's finish the rocks first, and then we'll start taking a look at some of the other stuff. I'm probably not going to get much out of this one. This is similar to one of the other rocks I had where they fall kind of backwards. I think like that one just did. They just kind of get lost in the bushes. Yep, so that's very unfortunate. Potato, we'll definitely take that guy with us. Alright, let's see what else we got. So sometimes you'll come to an island and there'll be like a shelter already in place, and you'll see a skeleton, and they'll have some like usually like a container or something there, and then has some goods inside of it, which is kind of neat because it kind of leads to the, you being on an island. There's obviously other people that could have been in the same boat that you're in, so it's kind of neat. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but looking at that island, you can see our foundation. So it's nice to kind of know where I'm at. Definitely be able to go back with some decent amount of fibrous leaves. So we should be pretty good on keeping things stocked for a little while. Definitely much harder to do this at night. I'm trying to see a small rock somewhere or a pond spring somewhere. Back at the beginning. Alright, let's see how much inventory space we have right now. Full. I can always take out the. I don't think I have any of that. Get a steel. Those. Alright, so I think what we're actually going to do is leave all that stuff there. We'll just head back to our island. It's actually worked out well. Well, that's good. Yeah, we went way the complete opposite way that we should have been going. We basically should be going straight ahead. Not sure how we got so incredibly far off course. Oh, what matters is I played. I think it was when I was playing on Xbox. I had one where, actually, I think it's when I got thrown off my ship. What I was actually doing is trying to find my island, and I was going basically island. I feel like I hit 30 different islands, even though I know there's not that many, and never did come across it. I'm pretty sure I just kept going around in circles and probably looking at the exact same islands over and over and over again. But got thrown off my ship anyway, so it didn't really matter. I was very frustrated at that point, so I just shut the game off. Actually, I don't even know if I've played it on Xbox since then. PC, I honestly really prefer the PC version of it, so I'm probably very thirsty. Oh, crap. So since those crabs are back, that probably means our big guys are back as well. Good news is, I may as well have some food again. Let's fill this guy up. Get the, make a quick sweep around the island. See if our other crabs are back yet. Doesn't look like quite yet, but I have actually had them spawn almost directly on me before, so. You try to hang out down here. I have a feeling they'll be spawning pretty much at any moment. It's not too big of a deal. I mean, we're still in really good health, so not like getting hit by one a couple times is going to kill us. And my spear skills have been very lacking here. So this guy spawned. So we're actually okay right now. Let's top these guys off. Nice rock stack. Yep. Alright, so what we may do, since we have enough corrugated scrap, is go ahead and do another farming plot. And we will throw another potato in there. And then as soon as we can, we'll go ahead and start getting fuel, because with having duct tape now, we should be really close to being able to just get us a motor for our boat, which we don't necessarily need, but if you're making trips across the water, it's just kind of nice to have sometimes. So let's get two of these. another farming plot. And what we may kind of work on doing is I'd like to have 2 or 3 water stills just for the farming plots. So what I may do is start collecting up some stuff, and we'll get us a I don't want to. Sorry, so we'll get a couple more water stills going. Sometimes it's hard to, just 2 is kind of hard to keep your stuff going and make sure you're staying hydrated and being able to keep the farming plots full. And then obviously when you want to do more farming plots, you just need that many more. So I might as well grab these. Basically you have to break them apart first, and then you can pick them up individually. One of the things we're going to need to do is get us another, let's get us another hammer. Okay. Now we also have these that we're going to use for the fire. They do a lot better job filling them up than the fiber sleeves. Small crab. So basically I'm going to hang out until these are done cooking, and then that is when I'll probably call it a stream, since it is. I was planning on stopping at the end of that night, but since it's already the next day, I can't sleep now, so we'll let these guys cook. We'll make another pass around the island. Crabs, and the crabs should start spawning as it goes. So large fish meat will take a few minutes, so I'm just going to kind of see if we forgot anything out here. Sorry, I got some of mine. Now and then I'll run around the island and find out that I missed a rock or something, because it blends in very well. Oxygen. I'm actually a little surprised that the giant crabs have not spawned yet. So I guess one of the next things we're going to need to do is craft us another hammer. That way we can continue going on our shelter. So I guess while this stuff's cooking, we can go ahead and do that. So let's drop that at the moment. Definitely don't need that. Actually, we'll pick that guy back up. We'll hang on to our spears. Don't want to not have them and then have a giant crab spawn right on top of me or something, so we'll hang on to them. So the first thing I want to do is I am going to go ahead and do some walls. Like I said, I'll kind of leave this side open for the moment till we decide if we want to do another row of foundation. So what we're going to do is put us a couple windows in. That way, if we're in our shelter and so at some point we'll have a bedroll in here so we don't have to sleep in the shelter out there. So we'll be waking up from in here. What I can do is check out over the island, see if anything spawned on me that I need to be aware of. Get a couple walls in and see how it feels. We may be fine with just two. Day 11. Make sure I was reading that right. Actually, does not feel like it's been that long. Let's see. It's just cooked now. So. Just one more piece up there.
Oh, it's disgusting.
So you can see once you deplete everything off of it, they just disappear. So, and then the others. I actually forgot we still had a potato there. Not a big deal. It's boiled right now, but like I said, we're using it for fuel, so it doesn't. I'm like 99% sure it doesn't matter. So that's for now. While we're, especially since we just started another large piece of meat, we will. Find a nice large palm tree to cut down. They're sometimes useful, so I don't like to waste them if I can help it. So with the large fish being there, we'll probably get through some of that. So, and that is good timing on that. Alright, so let's cut these guys up. Alright. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do another row or not. What we'd probably do, so if we don't do another row, what we'll do is build an arch here and probably just have the dock go out. What I could do is we'll do an arch, so if we'll go deeper. Check. I got an idea for that. So let's go ahead and do let's do one more row. Rather have the space not needed than you did not have it. So. Almost there. While I'm waiting on that, I'll show you a little trick that you may or may not know. I don't know. But you can actually take with his friends. You can actually take this, and if you just do spacebar on the label maker, you now don't have to worry about seeing like wood arch. Yeah, I don't care if it's a wood arch. So, highlight it, spacebar, okay, and now you don't have to see it anymore. And the same goes for the foundations. Actually, pretty much anything you can do this with. It's just kind of annoying sometimes to be moving around and always see like, oh, wood wall. Don't care. Alright, so that'll be good for now. That seems like a storm's coming in. Let's see what this guy's doing. Still just cooked. something else I like to do is I usually have an entire container filled with just smoked meat that I leave on the like my boat. Actually, while we're waiting, let's do that. It'll be very helpful to have at least one container. Um, but we'll at least a couple containers on there. I know. So the other nice thing is now we have a nice little shelter underneath our house as well. That we don't have to like crouch down or anything to get into. And it'll be even darker down here once we get a roof and stuff. So, just hang down here for a minute. We're not gonna last long, but this should be about done. Don't want to get this right. Let's go. Getting some shade again. So I think what I'll do, hopefully, like I said, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to log in. But I would like to go back to, that should be our main island that we started on. So I would like to go back there, skin the sharks we have there for a little bit more leather. And then there's a couple of rocks on that island that I'd like to go ahead and take care of. And then we'll go ahead and get some of the, alright, we should be all good. So we should be able to get some of the palm trees and stuff so we can continue our, get a roof and dock going on our shelter. So at the midway through day 11, so we're about getting close to the end of it now. Actually, I'll just kind of hang out for a little bit. But so yeah, so what I'd like to do, like I said, hopefully tomorrow, is we will get one. We'll get a door on it. A couple more wood foundations. Have a wall go around it. Get a roof on, and then we'll start building the dock. The dock's very useful for, like I said, you can fish from it or hunt sharks and stuff from it, so that's useful. And the other thing that's nice is once you have enough lanterns, you can actually put a I'm thinking about having a lantern. If you have a long, dock going down through there, and then put a lantern on the end of it. Obviously, when you're moving around at night like we were earlier, it's very easy to spot. So, just another little tip. But yeah, so far I really enjoy this game. I like the fact that it's not dealing with you know, cannibals and stuff like the forest. Does look really neat, but um, yeah, I kind of like just the only thing I have to worry about is the environment. So just really find that fun. Sometimes it's just nice and relaxing to sit, listen to the water, um, watch the sunset. Just little things like that. Yeah. That was my dog sneezing. I'm still very shocked that there's not the large crabs respawning yet. Just kind of start sneezing again. I think she sneezes louder than I do. So the aloe plants actually, might as well just go ahead and pick those. They're useful. The downside is they don't last super long time, but um, use those with the coconut flask, and you can make aloe, and then you'll have sunblock for an entire day. So if you're so all that so rock, so we could mine for a minute. Um, but yeah, you'll have sunblock for an entire day. So I guess what I'll do is go over here, watch the sunset. But at some point you get enough shelter and stuff, you don't really have to worry about the SPF levels and stuff too much. So